God damn it.
What the fuck?
Oh! Holy shit!
What's going on, guys? Big Al's Bike and Auto here, coming at you today. Got my buddy Alex with me. He's been in some older videos. He's back in town and he's his first day at Copart. So the first vehicle we're looking at today, and I just realized I should start filming. What I always do when I'm looking at cars at Copart is I look around the car for any paperwork, any service history, any clues as to why the car is here. So this just had a basic service done at Pep Boys back in May. Oil change, wiper blades, rear brakes, rear rotors. So nothing alarming. Now this thing only has allegedly 60 something thousand miles on it. I think this says NA, but the listing on Copart said 60 something thousand. The Pep Boy sticker up here says 67,000. It's a non-run. The battery's dead right now. This is not an insurance company or a donated. This is a private seller of some sort. But when I look at it, it very well could be a vehicle with 60,000 miles. The interior wear, especially, if you look at the engine bay, very clean. There's no leaks or anything like that. Looks mostly original in here. I don't see any major parts changed out, with the exception of maybe that fan clutch. For the most part, all looks original. So I think there is a pretty good chance that this vehicle does have 60 something thousand miles. And of course, you don't find these Suburbans too often with such low mileage. So definitely something I'm interested in. Their buy it now on this is $21.50, but they've been trying to sell it for weeks now with no luck. There is some cosmetic damage on the hood here, but overall it's not too bad. And again, you look at the interior, it's a big clue, and usually these leather seats get all worn out on the sides from people hopping in and out. They're not too bad. There is some odd stuff going on at the dashboard there. That holy ship bar is facing the wrong way, but steering wheel, carpets, door panels, overall this vehicle looks like it probably has lower miles. 60,000, we'll see, but again, things are starting to check out. Even the old paperwork I'm finding, the Carfax report in this says the miles are accurate, but they have it listed as exempt, which usually they do that when they're not quite sure. So here is another vehicle I'm looking at today, and this thing is beautiful. Donated, run and drive, Saturn L300. You can see it's got some New York style parking going on here. Now it's got a scuffed up bumper, which is a shame because this thing was perfect cosmetically, but the miles, it says 1600, but the Carfax says over 200,000. But if you look at this interior, you would believe it's 1600 miles. Look at the condition of this car. Look at the door panels, the seats, the steering wheel. Somebody babied this thing. And I mean, it had to be well maintained when you look at the condition of it. And just got a little bit of a tick. We've got an oil light on, so maybe not. It's not going off either. So you either have low oil or low oil pressure. Let's shut that off to avoid doing any damage. Just a quick test here of the brakes and transmission. Shift, okay. Let's go see what's going on here. That's maybe the reason why it was donated. So I'm gonna look in the engine, see if we maybe have a sludge problem. Actually looks pretty clean in there. So that might not be our issue, but it could just be a very tired 3.0. But look at how clean this engine bay is. Is it an interesting design, Alex, the way it looks?
For sure.
The dipstick's actually reading, and it's very clean oil. So we could very well just have a very tired engine that's got a oil pressure problem or a sludge problem that's deeper than we can see, a bad oil pump or something like that. It's a shame, but you know, the problem with this vehicle isn't worth much regardless of its condition. So with that ticking going on, I probably am not going to bid on it because again, this engine could be a ticking time bomb. Now we know there's oil in it. I am going to start it back up, give it a couple of revs and see what's actually going on here, because if they're going to list this thing as run and drive with no mechanical, it's my job to verify that. There's that cluster showing only 1,600 miles. So let's go take a look at what's going on. Doesn't sound happy at all. What a shame.
Doesn't smell happy either.
Nope. Reminds you of that GS300 I had.
Yeah, exactly.
Tapping and ticking away. Every single dash light's on. Every single one. Unbelievable. What a shame. Look at the condition of this car. All right, so here's another vehicle I'm interested in. Most likely is a flip. This is a donated. I believe this is a 1 or a 2 owner, 76,000 miles. Looks like it was well maintained. The top looks all right. We'll know. It's been raining for the past few days quite a bit, so we'll definitely know when we get inside if it leaks. Tires look good. This could be a quick, easy flip. You know, a couple of cosmetic details to take care of, but we have a dead battery because the mileage should have lit up. Could be wrong. Yep, got a dead battery, which I do want to hear this run because these have some oil sludge issues. Could be ticking away like that Saturn. Okay, so underneath the hood of the Sebring, just checked all the fluids out. Oil looks clean. The transmission fluid's clean. The coolant is green. There is some interesting like rust explosion effect that happened over here. I'm not sure what the hell happened. Maybe the reason it was donated, who knows? Maybe there's something else going on. And the inside looks clean. There's no sludge on the cap. So it looks fairly promising. Got that Chrysler chime. Ooh, it's loud. It's not bad either. I like that. See if that AC works. What are we blowing out of here? Why is it not coming out the front? There it goes. How's it sound?
Something's leaking.
Leaking? Oh, like a vacuum leak?
Yeah, it's just exhaust right now.
Oh yeah, right. No, I heard that. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Definitely.
Sounds healthy. I don't hear anything knocking. You get a whiny alternator or something, or a power steering pump. Let me see. I'll tell you in 10 seconds. Not the power steering, probably the alternator. What we got going on here? Looks like the factory exhaust. Might just be a slight leak. Not bad. Air is blowing warm, so that's going to need to be addressed. I wonder if this shit still works. Ah, look at that, huh? Okay. All right, so here's another one I'm interested in. E36 sedan, manual. And Alex told me to come look at the interior, and we'll see why.
It's not bad.
Oh, wow. I thought I was going to see something nasty. It really isn't. Some kid hasn't sticker bombed it and spray painted it. Looks like a mostly original car. Nice Florida headliner. It's all glue at this point. This is supposed to be a start and not a drive, and I'm assuming maybe it has a bad clutch. I mean, pedal feels good, but obviously it doesn't tell us everything. Let's see if it has any juice. I didn't think it would. This, if anything, would be a good candidate for a manual swap into my 328 Coupe, which I drove down here today. That's a car that actually came from this location. I bought that way back in January or February. So this could end up being a great parts car for that, to do the manual swap. So I'm definitely interested in it. Oh, it doesn't look too bad either. You know, might maybe even just piece up with a fix. And you know, I like to keep cars on the road as long as I can, so maybe fix it up and flip it. Paint's seen better days, and how the tires, they're all right. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got clean headlights. I like those. They're a little, they seem to be like a halo headlight. At least not plastic. So we have the same engine that's in my coupe here. It's a little nasty in there, but I'm sure it still runs. These are pretty indestructible. Again, it is a start, just not a drive, so we'll have to figure out why that is. Nice spider hanging out in the back of the engine bay. Oil's nice and muddy. My God, that's barely even oil at this point. So definitely not a well taken care of car. Probably so. Oh, let me check the coolant real quick. Probably some stupid teenager. But hey, again, it could be a great parts car for that manual swap. Yeah, there's something in there. It's not saying much, but no, again, it could be a good parts car for sure. What's it got on the side here? Like an M-Tech. Yeah, the badges. Interesting. too bad about the paint. If this thing had perfect paint, I'd probably just sort it out. It's not that bad though, I mean. Oh nice, I need more of these. Maybe I'll buy it just because. Batteries in 2000, oh, wait a minute. Battery is disconnected. And we have some auto house gaskets and things. This was somebody's project for sure. And every BMW needs a funnel for dumping in oil, of course. The old headlights. So the toolkit, Alex just pointed out, is mostly intact. There's definitely some good parts in this car. I tightened up the battery, but it still won't start, so it's gonna need a jump. Definitely interested in this car. I really hope I don't buy all these because I'm kind of tight on room, but this could be the parts car I've been looking for to complete the coupe. Put the manual in it, a couple other things, and have that thing 100%. And there it goes. Oof. Doesn't sound happy. Well, again, I want the transmission. That's the important thing. But if that's shot too, then forget it. Hold that booster pack for a second. I'm afraid it's gonna grind.
It's okay now.
Might be the exhaust. Try reverse. The transmission's good, man.
I don't know.
It shifts smooth. That's what I need it for. Engine sounds like shit.
It's okay.
Well, again, I want the manual. If I get this car for a couple $100, who cares about the rest of it? Okay, so we have another one, and again, this is a good reason why you come down and take a look at these cars first. There's a lot of cosmetic issues. The top is definitely tired, which again, not the end of the world. Very typical to expect in an older convertible. Beautiful Impala SS, no key unfortunately. And we got some windshield damage down here, which you could not see in the pictures. But again, windshield, not a problem. Insurance takes care of that in Florida. So this might still be something to go for. The only thing it's not going for is the higher miles in terms of resale. You guys know I love high mileage one owner cars, and that's what this is. But it's going to be a harder sell with the high miles, but maybe it'll deter people from bidding on it. Seats are a little torn up. Good thing I paid attention. This would have hit me right in the fucking eye. Put that up there. Ugh, let's see if this thing's got power. I doubt it. Dead. Everything is dead today. This is supposed to be run and drive. Again, run and drive donated. Definitely needs some love. Probably donated for that reason. Just needed a lot of work and they didn't feel like selling it. But I think this will definitely clean up nicely. It's got a hurricane re-entry permit. So this was one of the cars from the Keys after we had the hurricane last September. So probably some older folks down in the Keys. They probably use it to go back and forth from their winter to summer home. Hence all the miles. Got that old 3.0. Reliable Toyota engine. Let's take a look at the fluids. Tray fluid looks okay. It's always oil that I worry about in these cars because they always have the sludge problems. Everybody thinks that Toyotas are indestructible, but if you don't change the oil frequently, it's partially, oh yeah, you get some sludge in this one. It's partially Toyota's fault because they told you to change it every, I think it was like 7,500 miles, and these cars just could not take that, especially with how oil wasn't as quality as it is now. This is a maybe. Again, I gotta hear it run. Yeah, shit. I don't hear anything knocking.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah, check engine lights on, but it's solid. It's probably something emissions. AC works. Alright, so I'm in a, what year is this thing? Let's see. It is a 97 Subaru Legacy wagon with 210,000 miles. Supposedly radioactive. It's got a bunch of Nuclear Society stickers on it. See how she runs. This actually wasn't something on my list, but hold on. Hear how this thing runs. A couple things that are important to me: air conditioning, and obviously mechanical. Any smoke coming out? A little rattle or something? Sounds pretty good. A bit of a knock there, but it's cold. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a knock. So Alex is in new cars, if you couldn't tell. He's over here checking out this M3.
This had some mods.
Is it an M3 or is it a 335?
335 with an M3 front bumper.
It says probably just an M Sport. Yeah, it's a 335. That's not right. Damn, man. What's the damage on this?
I have no idea.
I mean,
I don't know what's
it could
wrong
be a
with it.
dealer car. I just got to check engine light, probably because of the exhaust.
Yeah.
Let me see what's up. Doesn't say insurance, but sometimes it still is. It's got some cosmetic damage, man. Nothing out of the ordinary for Miami. I think it's probably just a dealer car.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How many miles?
He's got 29,500.
Jeez, can't believe it's here. This car could have been cleaned up easily. There's got to be something up with it. Maybe it's a rebuilt title.
Steering is not turning. Steering, drive moderately, increase steering effort required. Probably power steering.
Yeah, well, it's probably EPS. This is electric power steering, I'm assuming. So there's one more truck I want to check out over here. It's an F-150 donated. Looks like a fleet truck. One owner, 150,000 miles. Got the 4.2 inline six. Great engine. Could be a great flip. All right, so here is that donated F-150 fleet truck. It's got a lot of mold on it that would come right off. 158,000 miles. You know that my truck that I have, I swear by, my 315,000 mile F-150 7700 was also a fleet truck, and definitely more well maintained than this one from what I can tell so far, because mine has almost no cosmetic damage on the inside, but the outside of mine's all rotted. Let's see if the battery's any good here. I don't think it is. Oh. Okay, it's having some issues. Got a real bad vacuum leak or something. It does say low fuel. It smells like low fuel. Oil pressure's good. How's our AC? I'm giving it a little bit of gas to keep it running. The AC feels like it might be a little cool. Now it's getting cold. It's getting, yeah, okay, the AC works. So we'll check out what's going on with the engine. Oh mama, oh mama. Stay with us. Yeah, I got a real bad vacuum leak, you can hear it. I have a similar problem mine right now. These trucks get very bad vacuum leaks. Oh my God, you can just hear the vacuum leak. Hear it hissing? Yeah. Wow, that is a loud one. So it's probably a vacuum issue, which isn't the end of the world. But again, you gotta be conservative, get a bit low. Transmission fluid almost looks milky. Got a little bit of something going on, so that's concerning. Right off the bat, I see a vacuum hose hanging there. See that? Oh boy. Oh mama, come back, come back. The oil looks all right. It's not running too bad right now, and there it goes. All right. So speaking of Copart, I'm here in the I think I bought this, it was either 375 or 400 I bought this BMW for. Don't worry about your shoes, man. This thing's dirty inside anyway. The $400 328 M Sport Coupe. Still running like $1 million. Ice cold AC. Got it right at this very location. And that's how we're rolling in today and rolling out. So definitely lots of good candidates for tomorrow's auction. All depends on how low this bid stays. Honestly, I'd like to buy most of them as long as the bid stays low, but I am totally out of room. And so it's gonna have to be what's the best deal, what I can flip the quickest, because I don't wanna have any issues of trying to park these cars till I get them sorted out. But we'll see. I always say that, and I'm buying more than I should. I see a lot of good deals there. All right, guys, so go ahead and go in the comments, take a guess at what I may have bid on, what I may have bought, and you'll find out in the next few days. And that's that. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the next one.
Smash that like button.
What was that, Alex?
Smash that like button.
Hell yeah, smash it.